Have you ever pondered about the importance of knowledge and how it has shaped our world? Let's embark on a journey that takes us back to the dawn of civilization, where the foundations of knowledge were first laid. Picture this: the ancient Sumerians, living in what is now southern Iraq, over 5,000 years ago. They gave us one of the earliest writing systems, the cuneiform script, etched on clay tablets. This wasn't just a method of communication, it was a way to record, to remember, to pass on knowledge from one generation to the next. Now let's journey a bit westward to the birthplace of philosophy, ancient Greece. Here, the thirst for knowledge was insatiable. Great minds like Socrates, Aristotle, and Plato, they questioned, they pondered, they sought to understand the world around them. They laid the groundwork for systematic thought and inquiry, methods we still use today in our quest for knowledge. And we can't forget the Romans. They recognized the power of knowledge and made education a priority. The Romans established libraries, encouraged learning, and cultivated a culture where knowledge was cherished. Knowledge, as we've seen, was not just a collection of facts or figures. It was, and still is, a driving force, an engine that propels society forward. It's the foundation upon which we build everything: our cities, our technologies, even our understanding of ourselves and the universe. In every corner of the world throughout history, knowledge has been at the heart of progress. It has guided us, shaped us, and sometimes even surprised us. It has sparked revolutions, fueled innovations, and inspired countless works of art and literature. Knowledge in all its forms is a testament to our innate curiosity, our desire to explore, to understand, to improve. It's a journey that started thousands of years ago, and it's a journey that continues today. And so, we stand on the shoulders of the ancient Sumerians, the Greeks, the Romans, and countless others who valued knowledge and sought to expand it. As we can see, our ancient predecessors set the foundations for the pursuit of knowledge, which we continue to build upon today. Moving forward to the Middle Ages, how did knowledge continue to evolve during this time? During the Middle Ages, knowledge was preserved and expanded in unique ways that would shape the future of human understanding. A significant development was the establishment of universities. These institutions emerged as centers of learning where scholars could gather to study, debate, and disseminate knowledge. The University of Bologna, established in the 11th century, is a prime example, and it set the stage for the proliferation of universities across Europe. This period also saw the translation of ancient texts into Latin, the lingua franca of the time. Scholars, particularly in the Islamic world, painstakingly translated works of Greek and Roman philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists. These translated works would later spark a renaissance in Western Europe. Speaking of the Renaissance, this period marked a renewed interest in knowledge and learning. It was a time when humanity turned its gaze backward to move forward, rediscovering the wisdom of the ancients and combining it with novel insights. The Renaissance witnessed a boom in various fields, from art and literature to science and philosophy. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo pushed the boundaries of artistic expression, incorporating elements of science and anatomy into their works. Meanwhile, in the realm of science, figures like Nicolaus Copernicus and Galileo Galilei challenged the geocentric view of the universe, paving the way for the scientific revolution. In philosophy, the Renaissance was a time of questioning and challenging established norms. Thinkers like Machiavelli and Thomas More explored concepts of governance and societal structures, offering new perspectives that would echo through the ages. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance were not just about preserving knowledge, they were about expanding it, questioning it, and using it to understand the world in new ways. These periods witnessed humanity's remarkable ability to learn from the past while forging ahead into the future. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance were crucial periods in the evolution of knowledge, paving the way for the scientific revolution. Now, let's delve into the Age of Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution. How did these periods revolutionize our understanding of the world? The Age of Enlightenment spanning the 17th and 18th centuries, was an era of profound intellectual and philosophical development. It was a time when thinkers began to champion the power of reason and individualism over tradition and religious doctrine. Figures like John Locke, Voltaire, and Immanuel Kant questioned the status quo, encouraging people to ponder and scrutinize the world around them. They advocated for the use of reason as the primary source of authority and legitimacy, a shift that heavily influenced societies and institutions worldwide. This period's ideas laid the groundwork for many modern concepts such as human rights, democracy, and scientific methodology. The Age of Enlightenment encouraged us to examine the world with a critical eye, to question, to reason, and to explore. Then came the Industrial Revolution in the late 18th to mid-19th centuries. A time of rapid technological advancements, it transformed societies from agrarian to industrial, from rural to urban. The steam engine, the spinning jenny, the power loom, these inventions revolutionized industries, boosting efficiency and productivity. But the Industrial Revolution did more than mechanize industries. It also democratized knowledge. The printing press, which had been around since the 15th century, saw improvements that made it more efficient, leading to an explosion of printed materials. Newspapers, books, pamphlets. Information was suddenly within reach for more people than ever before. This increased access to information spurred further innovation. The more people could read and learn, the more they could invent and create. The Industrial Revolution, therefore, was not just an era of technological advancement, but also a critical period in the democratization of knowledge. From the Age of Enlightenment to the Industrial Revolution, knowledge became more accessible, promoting innovation and progress. This journey through the world of knowledge shows us how intellectual curiosity and the hunger for understanding can transform societies, paving the way for a better future. In our modern era, how has knowledge continued to evolve and shape our society? As we journey through the timeline of knowledge, the modern era brings a unique chapter. A chapter written in binary code, illuminated by the glow of screens, and translated into 1,000 languages at the click of a button. The 21st century has seen an explosion of information unlike anything experienced in human history. Technology has become an integral part of our lives, with the internet and digital media playing pivotal roles in the dissemination of knowledge. In the blink of an eye, we've gone from libraries filled with physical books to digital platforms that can hold 1,000 times that amount. The world's knowledge is no longer confined to the elite few. It's accessible to anyone with an internet connection, from students in Mumbai to researchers in Manhattan. The ease of access to information has revolutionized our understanding of the world, breaking down barriers and democratizing knowledge. But with this wealth of information, there comes a challenge. The challenge to filter, to discern, to critically evaluate the information presented to us. The modern era is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about learning how to learn. It's about developing skills to navigate, interpret, and make sense of the vast information landscape. It's about continuous learning and adaptation in a rapidly changing world. We live in a time where knowledge is not static, but dynamic, continuously evolving and expanding, where the facts of today might be the myths of tomorrow, where learning is not a destination, but a journey. A journey that requires curiosity, critical thinking, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. In the modern era, the pursuit of knowledge is all about staying relevant, staying curious, and constantly adapting to new information. It's about understanding that the more we know, the more we realize how much there is that we don't know. Today, knowledge is at our fingertips, yet the journey of learning never ends. It's a journey that takes us beyond the confines of our own experiences, opening up new horizons and shaping our understanding of the world. So, what can we conclude from our journey through the world of knowledge? Well, we've traversed through time, exploring the foundations of knowledge in ancient civilizations, delving into the intellectual awakenings of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. We've seen the brilliance of the Age of Enlightenment, the transformative power of the Industrial Revolution, and finally, we've observed the astounding advancements of the modern era. Each era, each epoch, was a testament to the power of knowledge, demonstrating how it shaped societies, influenced cultures, and ignited progress. Knowledge, in all its forms, from philosophical wisdom of the ancients to the scientific breakthroughs of today, has been the catalyst for human evolution. In the foundations of knowledge, we saw the birth of philosophy, mathematics, and the sciences. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance brought us the revival of classical wisdom, the birth of humanism, and the first steps towards modern science. The Age of Enlightenment gave us a new understanding of the world through reason, while the Industrial Revolution transformed our societies with technology and industry. The modern era. It brought us into a world interconnected as never before, a world where information is at our fingertips, where we have the power to learn, grow, and transform in ways unimaginable to our ancestors. This journey isn't just a glimpse into our past. It's a reflection of our present and a beacon for our future. Knowledge isn't a mere collection of facts. It's an ongoing process, an unending journey. It's the fuel for our curiosity, the spark for our creativity, the foundation for our innovation. We must remember that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong endeavor. It doesn't end with a degree or a job. It's a continuous journey, one that requires curiosity, commitment, and courage. We must question, explore, and seek to understand. We must never stop learning. From the ancient civilizations to the digital age, knowledge has been a driving force in our progress. As we continue to learn, we continue to evolve.